Welcome to Obertauern, stop 4 of 6 on the Freeride FWT Challenger presented by Orage. And the moment the season starts heating up for real. The Hundskogel delivers a solid mix. 350 meters of vertical drop, steep and punishing up top, full of creative options down below. And today, it's covered in 15 centimeters of fresh snow under a Bluebird sky. It doesn't get much better than this. And the timing couldn't be bigger. After today, most riders will carry 4 scores for the first time, which means the best 4 of 6 format finally kicks in. And from here on out, every single run is about improving your worst result. Snowboard women kicks things off, and all eyes are on Tiffany Perrotin. The French rider arrives in Obertauern with 2 wins and a second place from the first 3 stops. Another victory here would have done more than just continue her streak. It would have all but locked in her ticket back to the Freeride World Tour. A result big enough to make her virtually untouchable with 2 stops still to come. Perrotin puts down another strong run, but one mistake in the lower section changes everything. Instead of sealing qualification, she has to settle for 3rd place. And suddenly, the door is wide open again. That opens the chance for riders behind her to close the gap, and Selina Weber takes it. Last season, she missed qualification by the slimmest of margin. This year, after 3 straight 4th place finishes, she finally fights her way back onto the podium in 2nd. But the win belongs to Nuria Castan-Baron. 6 seasons on the Pro Tour, vice champion in 2024 and one of the most proven riders in this field. Castan-Baron knows exactly what this level demands. After missing the Pro Tour finals cut, she dropped back into the Challenger, determined to show she still belongs at the top. And in Obertauern, she does exactly that. A backside 360 straight out of the start gate, aggressive riding all the way down the face, and a run that leaves no doubt about who owns this category today. Snowboardman remains one of the most wide-open categories of the entire Challenger season. 4 events, 4 different winners. In no other discipline are the qualification spots being contested this hard. And Obertauern does nothing to change that. Nicolas Huber lands on the podium for the 2nd event in a row, taking 3rd place once again. The freestyle specialist, with a background in slopestyle and big air, brings the DNA straight into his freeride. His run is packed with so many 180s that by the end, even the commentators are probably asking themselves whether he rides goofy or regular. Style, creativity, and another big result for the Swiss rider. 2nd place goes to Kea Chrétien, 3-time junior world champion, still one of the youngest riders in the field, but already one of the most talked about talents in the scene. In Obertauern, he backs that reputation up with an aggressive run full of creativity, finding an untouched line and linking it with a triple drop that stands out. And then there is Rémi Benamou. Benamou puts together the best of both worlds. The technical freestyle precision you saw from Huber, the attacking mindset and fluidity of Chrétien. And then adds his own signature on top. 2 360s, strong control through the upper section, and a big technical drop to finish his run secures him first place in Obertauern. Ski Women delivers one of the most interesting shifts of the day. None of the riders on today's podium had reached the top 3 earlier this season. So Obertauern becomes an important step forward for a group that had been building momentum but hadn't quite broken through yet. Eva Battola still does what leaders do. The overall frontrunner finishes 4th, adds another solid result to her season and stays firmly in control of the standings. Behind her though, the chasing group starts to move. Sana Farrell has had to deal with injury issues at the start of the season and is still not quite back at 100%. But the trend is clearly moving in the right direction. In Obertauern, she puts down a flawless run and secures 3rd place. And the fight for the win is razor close. Elisabeth Marina and Mia De La Rue are separated by just a single point. Both build their runs around the backflip. Marina throws hers early, De La Rue saves hers for the finish. In the end, it's Marina who has to settle for 2nd. And the win belongs to Mia De La Rue, who throws a backflip into a line, links the technical sections with speed and flow, and rides with a confidence that belies her age. The win doesn't completely flip the standings on its head, but it does confirm the trend. Her form is rising at exactly the right time. With 2 stops left, the big question now is whether she can carry that momentum into the final, and maybe still turn this whole race upside down. Ski Man remains the deepest, most competitive category on the Challenger Tour. One of the biggest stories of the season still belongs to Simon Zwischenbrucker. The Austrian came into this winter as a wildcard and has looked like anything but a long shot. Out of nowhere, he has turned into the breakout force of the tour, dominating the opening part of the season and putting himself firmly on top of the overall standings. But this time it doesn't come together. A crash near the end of his run leaves him outside the top 10. For the first time in a while, the dominant force in Ski Man looks vulnerable. The points cushion is still there, and the overall lead stays with him. But with 2 stops to go, the question starts to creep in. Can he hold it together all the way to the finish? His biggest rival right now is Maxime Chaplot. The 2022 Freeride World Tour overall champion once again proves why he is one of the biggest names in the field. Even if 4th place in Obertauern is not enough to make the podium or seriously capitalize on Zwischenbrugger's mistake. That leaves the door open for a new podium to take over the day. Alex Williams claims 3rd with 89 in a category where anything below elite level simply doesn't make the cut. Nemo Planier takes 2nd and keeps his name firmly in the mix. He won the opening event of the season and now adds another huge result with 2nd place in Obertauern. In between though, crashes at the other stops have kept his points total from being where he would want it to be. That's the story of his season so far. The upside is obvious, but the consistency has been missing. With 2 events still to come, Planier remains one of the most promising contenders in this race. And in Obertauern, he shows exactly why. 2 backflips, aggressive line choice, pure speed. His 90 points put him within touching distance of the win, but not quite close enough. And then comes Noah Pesara. Remember the name. Last year's Freeride World Tour Junior World Champion is only 19, but he rides with the maturity of someone who has been doing this for a decade. His line on the Hundskogel is a masterclass. Big airs, technical transitions, hand tracks and a flat spin that looks as if he has reversed it 1,000 times. He scores a 91, the highest score of the entire event. The standings still tell a fascinating story. Zwischenbrugger remains in front, Chaplot holds 2nd, Pesara vaults into 3rd, Planier sits 4th. Those are the 4 riders currently holding the Pro Tour qualification spots. And each of them already has a win this season. And with Alex Hackel and Edwin Olsen still within striking distance just outside the qualification spots, this race is far from over. No single discipline has been easy to control, and every category has produced new contenders, new momentum shifts, and fresh pressure heading into the final stretch. That's the reality of the 2026 Challenger presented by Orage. Depth from top to bottom, former champions competing alongside future ones, and a qualification race where nothing is locked until the final scores drop. Next stop, Monte Rosa Freeride Paradise in Italy. Stop 5, the final stretch starts now.